Hello, everyone. This Bank Bar Resight, aka Tarek Jones, or vice versa, host of Fan View on the New Orleans Talk Network, and I'm here with our on-air personality, Miss Belinda Parker Brown, with the famous show A Force for Justice. And what the Force for Justice talk show is all about is empowering people of their rights and the testimonies of people whose rights have been violated. If you have watched my other videos, you see I've been clowning, I've been joking, I've been saying a lot about protesting and how to protest and how not to protest. But this woman right here next to me and her husband are very serious people when it comes down to civil rights. Amen. And your civil rights being violated. So I had asked them to stay after their show to help enlighten us and tell us about their organization that they have that allows people whose civil rights have been violated to come to them for direction and advice. So, Ms. Parker, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm trying to turn down my cell phone so we don't have no.
She's a very, very busy lady. Right. You guys was out there in Baton Rouge, with the protesting and the rallies and stuff like that. Can you let us know how that went?
Well, the protest actually started off very peaceful. I felt though at the end, because of a lack of educating the people on how to protest, things kind of fell apart.
And that's where I'm at with things. I just really, like I said in my last video, you guys really need to know how to protest before you go out there and protest, because you probably are going to end up being arrested. And those who are not being arrested probably know how to protest. So can you tell us about the organization that you guys are running?
Oh, absolutely. Let me just briefly say that we're not just another civil rights organization. You know, we are the civil rights organization of the 21st century. And I really want that to sink in to the listeners that are out there, because what worked 100 years ago is not going to work with where we are now in this dispensation. And that's the reason why we want people to know that we are a force for justice. And as a community organizer, it's very important that we approach all of our situations on a strong, united front, because we are the people that have the power to make things better for all people.
Yes.
And it's only going to happen with us united together in order to do that, because the power is in numbers, Tarek. And I mean, we have to understand that you can do things by yourself, but it's going to be hard. It's very difficult to get things done and get things, change all by yourself.
Exactly. Listen, I've been telling y'all, y'all know about my movement. I've been telling people we need to get more involved in the process of filing complaints against the police department. And what Ms. Parker Brown here is doing is she's helping you do that. So if, like, I've spoken to dozens of people and I asked them all, have you ever filed a report or a complaint against the police department? And all of the people have either been pulled over or been arrested. And I've asked them, have you felt like, you've been harassed? Have you felt like anything? Have you felt uncomfortable? Have you felt like the police officer was out of line? The majority of them say yes. And I immediately asked them after that, did you go file a report, a complaint, anything? 100% of them said no. And I'm just keeping it real with y'all. When you're listening to New Orleans Talk Network, you're getting informed about a lot of your rights. You're getting informed about a lot of things that's going on in our community. You're hearing different opinions and different plans and different ways of empowering yourself to become a better citizen in America. Us as a race, we need to learn how to continue to educate ourselves. The laws keep changing on us. The minute we master those laws, they change them. So we got to educate ourselves. There is no excuse in this century. We all have how you say it? Get rid of that flip phone and get that smartphone.
Right.
Get rid of those flip phones.
Powerful. Right.
And get you a smartphone and go to policecrimes.com. The website is continually being updated as the laws are changing. On policecrimes.com, you can learn how to empower yourself. And with Miss Parker Brown, a beautiful sister right here, and her husband, what they do is they lead us into the right direction.
Absolutely.
And they're not just sitting here saying this. These folks that I'm sitting here talking with, they are the real deal, people. Trust me, they are the real deal. They've been to Baton Rouge. They've been protest. They're active in the community. They're spiritual people. And if we don't take advantage of their services, then we're doing a dishonor to ourselves. So the next time you get pulled over by that officer and you think that your rights have been violated or you feel like you're being harassed, how can they find you? How can they get in touch with you all?
You know, I want to say this, Tarek, because it's so very important that people understand that, you know, we're here to encourage you to exercise your legal rights. You know, what Tarek is saying, when we don't do anything, when you have been done wrong, you know, we are responsible to make sure that the wrongdoers don't continue in their tyranny. They must be held accountable. And in order for us to make sure that they are punished and held accountable for the wrong things that they do, we have to exercise our rights. And it's not good when we sit back and just talk about it and not do anything about it. So we want you to know that you're not alone when you join up with us. You know, we take it personally when people have been done wrong. And I want you to know, but we have to do it together.
Together.
And that's the reason why we ask people to join up with us and be a part of this great movement, because we can no longer stand by silently or just stand by wondering, who's going to do what and why don't they do this and why don't they do that and that ain't right, you know, and using all of these improper pronouns. Who is they anyway? It's us.
It's us. It's definitely us.
That's right.
We're laughing. We're having a enlightening conversation. And as people know, I clown all day, but I take this serious. I'm truly passionate about this whole entire movement that's going on in our country. I honestly believe there is a divide. I honestly believe that our justice system is in places is using tactics to keep us as a race down. They want to suppress this information. They don't want us using this information. They're encouraging our leaders, our country leaders, not to give you this information, but it is there. So when it comes down to a person and their rights being violated, what's the first step to take?
Well, when it comes to the first thing, the step you need to take is join up with LUI. That means that we are here, you're not alone, and we are fighting for you. The very first step.
And y'all not attorneys, y'all are not lawyers or anything like that.
No, we're not. We are a civil rights organization. You know, people have to understand is that we focus on the injustice, you know, any type of wrongdoing, you know, when you don't have nowhere else to turn, when you don't have nobody else to talk to, you know, one of the biggest mistakes that you can make by not being a part of this organization is to go looking for help in all the wrong places.
Exactly. And there is help out here for us. And it's not like we as a people don't want to receive help. I know we do. We just don't know where to go get it from. We just don't know what doors to knock on.
And you don't know who to trust.
We don't.
Because a lot of these people you go and take your information to, you know, say for instance, you want to go and file a complaint on a police officer, and you know, you go into the internal affairs and come to find out that the person that takes your complaint is connected to the officer that you complaining on.
That complaint.
You know, now you're opening up yourself to be what you call it, you know, some type of harass or retaliation, you know, against you. And then all of a sudden you realize that, you know, you got a problem with the same police officer that you filed a complaint against.
The same ones that's supposed to be protecting and serving us.
Right.
Absolutely.
9
So
times out of 10, they're related to the person that you filed them to complain against.
Under the good old boy system
That's
in
right.
Louisiana.
That's right.
so when you don't know who you talking to, are you giving your information to, are you complaining against, then there is a possibility of retaliation. So with joining up with our Louisiana United International, it's kind of like a safe zone. We're very careful to to who we trust
Mhm.
and who we give information to. We do our research. We make sure that there is no estranged connections.
Say that one more time. The organization name, please.
Louisiana United International.
Louisiana United International.
And LUI
A force for justice.
Please.
means we are here
And we are watching.
and we're not going anywhere.
And look, listen, this sister right here, I told y'all at the beginning of the video, she's the real deal. She takes down political figures.
Absolutely.
She will, people like Noah Lorman don't want to be on this lady's bad side.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So imagine what she could do for you if she could get a political figure locked up. Imagine what she could do for you, and they dealing with these type of cases day after. This is what they do. So the next time you get pulled over, or that officer, you walking down Ames Boulevard, and that officer harasses you, and you feel like there was some type of injustice there, the first thing you need to do is Google what we just told you. One more time, please.
LUI, Louisiana United International, a force for justice.
And I will put a description, and I will put a link to her website and contact information in the description below, so you all can go. And if you got family that's already locked up,
oh yes,
I mean, a lot of our relatives have been locked up illegally,
held hostage, kidnapped, and been put in these godforsaken hellhole jails and prisons across this state.
and most of us are in a system to where we have court cases coming up, and you got this attorney, and this attorney is friends with the district attorney.
All right.
You think they got your best interest in mind?
Oh no.
You really honestly believe if you in Jefferson Parish or Orleans Parish or St. Tammany Parish, and you ain't got a lawyer from that parish, that they have your best interest in mind?
And
you're going to jail.
And Terry, on many occasions, the fix is already in.
It's already in.
And the attorneys will take your money and say one thing to your face and do something else behind your back. And it's all you. We call it trading. You already been sold and signed, sealed, and delivered to the prison system. And I'm gonna tell you, people, we're not making this up.
No, it's happening. You got family. If it happens to you, you have family that has been in this situation. That's when it comes to, if we don't know our rights, start to learn them. But we have people who exercise our rights every day. They know the details that we don't know, that it takes years for people to understand. Is sitting right here in New Orleans Talk Network right now. And I encourage every last single individual of color to take advantage of this service, because if we don't, then we're going to continue to keep losing. And then when somebody else gets shot and killed by the police, we have nobody else to blame but ourselves, because we have an opportunity here and right now. We're giving you the information. Please take advantage of it, because if you don't, the very next time someone is killed by the police, say to yourself, I had a chance to make a difference and I didn't take advantage of it. We need to come together and unite in real ways, in ways that this system hasn't seen before. They're used to us protesting. They're used to us rallying. We have to do something a little different. Like Ms. Parker said in the beginning of the video, we got to come with something different. 2016 type tactics on our behalf.
Yes.
Something different, so that we can't expect to keep doing the same thing and expecting different results.
That's right. Sign up and become a member. Join up with us, because the one thing they don't like seeing is people that come together in unity as a force against them.
Mm-hmm.
If they can pick you off one at a time, that's what they've been doing.
That's what they've been doing.
But when we come together as a united front, that puts fear in them.
And I want you to know the power of the people united together will make things a whole lot better. Sometimes we may not even have to do anything. We just have to just be standing together.
Exactly. And since we could go out there in the streets and do it, let's do it internally now, because we are all putting our lives in danger when we don't know how to go out there and do that properly. So if you haven't educated yourself on how to protest properly, you're literally putting your life in danger. Yes. Literally are putting your life in danger by going into that crowd and not know how to conduct yourself in that crowd. You're putting your life in danger.
That's good.
So I hope this was enlightening, and I just want to let everyone know our race is the strongest force on this planet outside of water and fire. Next to that is us. So when we come together, we create a force that's unseen. And they can't handle it. So they have no other choice but to comply to our demands. It's been done before, and they had to give us our rights. Now let's cross this next hurdle and deal with the justice system. And once we get done with the justice system, then we come in for the economic system. Okay?
Ooh.
All right.
This is Tarek Jones, aka Bank Boy Resight, host of Fan View.
Belinda Parker Brown with Louisiana United International, a Force for Justice, and my husband,
Carl Brown. And we are on our personality at New Orleans Talk Network. Please download the New Orleans Talk Network app, NOTN, and any app provider. And thank you for listening to our video. Have a blessed day.